Welcome to the beautiful Cooloola coast. I'm here with my friends Jack, Matt and Tay, and we are doing the Cooloola Great Walk at the moment. Cooloola Great Walk is a 100-kilometre coastal great hike which stretches from Noosa's North Shore all the way up to Rainbow Beach over 5 days. Okay, so we've just set up our clothesline so our clothes can hang up and dry this afternoon. There's still a little bit of sun around, so getting some air and sun on those clothes will really make the difference tomorrow. But I just wanted to quickly have a chat about the tent. Jack and I are using the Big Agnes Spur UL2 for this trip. Matt and Tay are using the Marmot Tungsten UL2, UL meaning ultralight. You definitely want to find yourself an ultralight tent for these sort of trips. The weight and size of the Big Agnes can't really go wrong, but as long as you got yourself a good quality built ultralight tent, you should be fine out on the trails. Once your tent is set up, get your tent bag, put your pole bag and your peg bag inside it, and then put it in the tent. That way in the morning when you're packing up, you don't have to go looking for it. You don't have to think about where you've put it. Just put it in the tent, then it's there for the morning. You're all good to go. A little bit of a tip for inflating your sleeping mat when you get to camp. I like to roll it out on top of my tent. That way you're minimizing the time with your tent door open. Now, once you've got it out across your tent, I'm using the, don't trip over your guy ropes. I'm using the Nemo pump sack. This one was given to me by Wild Earth, same as the mat, just for testing out. Now, I don't normally use these things. For some reason, I just think, what's the point when I can just breathe into it? It is an insulated mat. People do say don't breathe into them because of moisture in your breath, blah, blah, blah. I do it with all my mats anyway. It's just the way I've done it and I don't really care. But this thing has been a bit of a game changer, hey Jack? We used it on the first night and realized just how quickly you can blow up a mat with it. Blowing it up fully to start with is a hot tip so you can get comfy during the night and get your comfort levels just right. So just with what I was saying earlier about the hot tip with your sleeping pad before you go to sleep, blowing it up to its hardest, most fullest point before you jump into your tent is a good way to go. That way, if you do have one of these valves, when you do get in your tent to go to sleep at night, you can just simply let out a bit of air to suit your comfort level. Just let that out until it feels nice and comfortable under your body. When you're happy, close your valve and you're good to go. Now I'm using the Cedar Summit Trek 2 sleeping bag. I've been using this one for a few years now. I really like it because of its sort of all year round use, except for summer. You don't need a sleeping bag in summer, let's face it. It's the perfect sleeping bag for me. It's pretty light and pretty warm, and that's basically all I need. And then last but not least is my pillow. This is my all-time favorite pillow, the Nemo Fillo Elite. It is tiny, but it is mighty. These things are great because they have a little bit of a Primaloft lining in the top of them, and it just gives them that little bit of comfort that you just don't get out of an air pillow. But it is a sensational pillow. It's got a nice feel to it under head as well. Like, I really, really like it. I actually sleep with it mostly deflated, but that's just the way I like it. That is my favorite pillow, and I refuse to go any lighter. Then once all your sleeping gear's in, chuck all your sleeping gear in the dry bag, you pack it in your backpack. Once again, chuck it in the tent. You know where it's gonna be for when you gotta pack up in the morning, because you've gotta get up and get moving. So knowing where things are is a must. Alrighty, so when you wake up in the morning, it's a good tip to pack up your sleeping equipment before you even get out of the tent. Just wake up, pack your sleeping bag up, pack your sleeping mat up, and get that stuff ready before you go and have your breakfast. It'll improve your efficiency in the morning, and you'll be all the better for it. and because you've already got all the bags that your sleeping gear goes in the tent with you, then you don't have to scrounge around outside looking for that stuff when you're ready to pack it up first thing in the morning. So now, we can go and have coffee. Okay, so a hot tip camping during winter, which is what most of us Southeast Queenslanders do because it's too hot in summer. When you wake up in the morning, your tent's going to be covered in condensation. For us, it's rain, so our tent's particularly wet. But in the morning when you get up, if you go around the tent, give it a good shake, get all that loose rain off the tent. A good tip for packing is one of these microfiber or really lightweight towels. Now, you can use it for cleaning yourself, cleaning your dishes, all that sort of stuff, but its main use for me is for drying the tent. I don't like packing a wet tent. A, it's extra weight, and B, when you set it up the next night, like tonight we're going to, you don't want the inner to be wet because you want everything to be dry in there. That's your safe place. So packing a small lightweight towel, I'll do this side so you can see, and just giving your tent a once over in the morning, just getting any of that excess water off. The tent will still be pretty damp even after you've dried it with a towel, but it's a lot better than packing it up completely wet. Wring this out if you have to, and then keep going. And just do this all over the tent, and then let it sit in the sun, or if you can in the sun, while you have some breakfast. Just let it do its thing, dry out a little bit more, and then when you're ready to pack it up, take the fly off, give it another shake, roll it up, pack up, and get your day started.